Hi everyone, I'm Laura from gosimpli.ca, and today I have a yoga practice for you. Specifically, this is going to be a twist and rinse yoga, and it's really great to help aiding with digestion. So grab a yoga mat, put on some comfortable clothes, best to do in bare feet so that you have a little more flexibility in the ankle, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and begin our yoga practice down in child's pose. So we're going to do extended child's pose. So I like to separate my knees just about hip distance, lean back, and then put my arms out in front of me. Just rest your head down, and we'll take a few deep breaths to get started. And then we're going to move our arms off our mat slightly to the left. Just feel a nice stretch in your right side there, opening up. And then walk your hands across and we'll get a nice stretch on the other side. Excellent. Then come on up into tabletop. We're going to do some cat-cows. So drop the belly down, lift the head up, and then arch up into cat and let the head drop and the neck relax. And then back into cow. And then back into cat. We'll do this just one more time. Into cow. And then back up into cat. Okay, so from here, tuck your toes and push up into downward dog. Now your heels may not touch, that's okay, that's just something to aim for. You want a nice straight alignment through the back. And then you can just sort of pedal your feet a few times and sort of warm up those calves and through the lower leg there. You can even sort of twist your hips a little bit if you want and get a little warming up through the middle there. Loosen the hips. Then when you feel ready, just come to stillness here for a minute. Then we're going to bend the knees and look up. Step forward. Halfway lift up, nice flat back, all the way down, and then come on all the way up to mountain pose. You've got your arms above your head, but your shoulders are still down and relaxed. Then we're going to open arm twist to the right, and just hold that for a minute. Come on back to center, open arm twist to the right, to the left. Back up to center, and then we're going to dive down, halfway lift, and we're going to step back into a high plank. You can do this from your knees if you want. Lower down, come to upward dog, and then dive back down and push up into downward dog. And we'll start our first flow here. So bring the right leg up. You may be able to go much higher than me, that's great. And pull it on through to a low lunge. Okay, and we're going to open up into dragonfly. And then rise up with an open arm twist. And we're going to come back to warrior one. So you have to switch your leg position there a little bit. And then we're going to step up into a one-legged mountain pose, okay? So you're just on your right leg here, and we're going to do eagle. So you're going to cross your left leg around, and your left arm under, and swivel, and hold. If you need to, you can kickstand that toe, so you just use it for a little bit of a hold. And you sink down into a chair a little bit here. And then you're going to come on up to mountain pose. And then dive down. And halfway lift. And then vinyasa through to downward dog. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side here in just a second. Okay, so we're all here in downward dog. We're going to lift the left leg up and then pull it through to a low lunge. And then we're going to dragonfly the arms open. If you need to drop the back knee down, that's okay. And then rise up to an open arm twist. Come forward to warrior one. And then lift off to one-legged mountain pose. And this time you're going to wrap your right leg around. And again, you can kickstand it if you want. And your right arm under your left and swivel them and sink down into chair and hold. And then you can release that, come up to mountain, swan dive forward, halfway lift, come on down, vinyasa through to downward dog, push up, and hold the downward dog. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to do this flow 2 more times on each side of the body. So right leg through low lunge. We'll go a little faster this time. Dragonfly. Open arm twist. Warrior one. Single leg mountain pose. Swivel left leg over top. Left arm underneath. Sink down and hold. Release up to mountain. Dive forward. Halfway lift. Follow through to downward dog. You don't have to do the push-up that I had there. That's up to you. Left leg up. Follow through. Open to dragonfly. Rise up. Switch to warrior one. One-legged mountain pose. Right leg over top. Right arm underneath. Sink down and hold. Remember, you can kickstand if you need to. And then open up into mountain. One more time each side. Dive down. Flat back. Come on through. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right leg reaches high. And pull it through. Dragonfly twist. Open arm twist. Warrior one. One-legged mountain pose. Left goes over right. Left goes underneath right arm. Hold. Squeeze. Release up to mountain. Swan dive forward. Flat back, up. Follow through to downward dog. And then last time through, left side, raise leg up, pull through to lunge, dragonfly, open arm twist, warrior one, rise up into a one-leg mountain pose, right leg over left, right arm under left, squeeze, Open up to mountain. Swan dive forward. Halfway lift. And then vinyasa through to downward dog. First upward dog, and then push up to downward dog. And hold here just for a moment and catch your breath. And pedal your legs if you need to. Feels really good. Okay, then we're going to bend our knees and look up. Step all the way through, and this time crouch down. Come to a seated position. We're going to do boat pose here. Okay, so lean back, lift one leg, lift both legs, lift your arms up, and we're going to do some twisting. So I'm going to keep my arms in front, and we're going to do opposite arm to knee. So we're going to go 1, and then switch. And we're going to do 5 times. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. And hold for a moment again. And then lower down and do a full body stretch. And then bring the arms down by the side. Actually, more like a T would be better. And we're going to do some windshield wipers. Now, because my wall is here, I'm going to keep my legs bent, but if you want to do them from straight, that would be a lot more work for your middle, for your core section. I'm going to do mine bent, and we're just going to roll off to one side, and then back to center, and roll off to the other side. And again, we're going to do 5 on each side. So this is 2, and 2, this is number 4, we're going to go one more time each side. Come back to center and give your knees a nice hug into your chest there, and you can just roll out little circles on that lower back. Give it a little rest and a massage here for a minute. Okay, now I want you to cross your legs and keep them in tucked and roll up to seated like this, and then we're going to continue rolling right over. Step the legs back, and we'll vinyasa from here to downward dog. Good. Lift your right leg high. Bend it open into a nice hip opener here for a minute. Should feel just a nice big stretch. And then bring it back, raised up high. And then puddle it all the way through for half pigeon. Now, if you can get your front leg parallel to the top of your mat, that would be great. I'm not there yet. Anyway, you want to have your toes flex back towards your knee to help protect it. So, we're going to just hold this for a minute and modified. Then, we're going to try and add a bit of a mermaid to this. So you're going to lift that back leg up and reach for it with your left hand and sort of slowly pull it in. This might take a minute to sort of open it up, that's okay. And then slide that foot into your elbow crease. So you can stay and hold here if this is enough for you. If you want to go a little further, raise your right arm up and over your head and reach back to clasp that left hand. And just hold that for a minute. It's quite intense. And you can slowly release that. And you're going to take your left leg and swing it around and over top of your right into cow face legs and pull those ankles in nice and tight. Okay. And then we're going to add some angle arms. So put your arms out in front of you, put your right under your left, and squeeze them together. And you should feel a nice opening through your upper back there if you're really squeezing those arms together. If you want to increase that, you can sort of roll down and really feel that back open. Okay, then you're going to release, give that a shake, release the legs. You can go up into a tabletop for just a moment here. And then come on back, cross your legs, roll over your knees, step back, dive down, upward dog, and then push up, downward dog. Excellent. From here, raise that left leg, and then bend it over and give a nice hip opener here. We're going to repeat the whole process on this side now. If you want, you can do some ankle rolls if that is something that makes you feel good. And then straighten the leg back out and pull it through for modified pigeon. Again, trying to get that leg parallel with the top of your mat and making sure that the toes are pulled back towards the knee. And we're just going to stay here in sort of a puffed up pigeon. We'll give a little sort of time to open up before we reach back and try the mermaid on this side. Okay, so then you're going to sort of rest your hip down, reach back for that right leg, and hold it for just a minute. And when you feel ready, sort of guide it towards that elbow crease, and you can stay here if this is enough for you. It is very intense. It's really going to be felt in your quad. And then if you feel like it, raise that left arm up and over and reach back for the right. And still try and sit tall. Hold that for a moment. Great job. And let that down slowly. And the leg comes up and around over the left. Tuck it in tight to your side. Arms straight out in front of you. This time you're going to put the left under the right. And again, if you want that little bit of extra back stretch, sort of round and lean forward. Excellent. Open up. Give it a little stretch. And then come on down. And again, roll over those knees one more time. Step back into a plank. Lower down and push to upward dog. And then go all the way to downward dog. This is our last downward dog of the practice, so take a moment here and pedal out those legs again. You may notice that your heels are closer to the mat, or maybe they come all the way down now. Give it a nice stretch. And when you're ready, bend those knees, look up, walk all the way through, come on back down to seated. And we're going to roll all the way down. Take your right knee and hug it in nice and close. Take your left hand, pull the right knee over. At the same time, your right arm is out straight to the side and you're looking at it. You've twisted your neck over. You're looking at your fingertips. Slowly bring everything back to center. Straighten the right leg out, pull the left leg in, and we'll do that supine spinal twist on this side as well. So use the right hand on the side of the knee, pull that over at the same time as you extend your left leg arm straight, and turn your head to look at that left hand. And slowly come back to center. You're going to pull both knees in and reach through your knees for your toes and open up your legs nice and wide into happy baby. And you can sort of roll side to side here to just massage your back a little bit. And then you can come and find stillness right at center here. And then pull your legs in and pull yourself up into a tight little ball for one last little squeeze. And when you're ready, lower down and find your Shavasana. Ideally, you'll hold this for about a minute, or whatever time you can give yourself today. And your face should be relaxed. And your neck is relaxed. When you're ready, wiggle your toes and your fingers. Give yourself a nice full body stretch. Pull the legs in and roll over onto your left side if possible. Slowly push yourself up to seated. Give your legs a nice cross. Thank yourself for giving yourself some time to relax and unwind. It's so important in this busy, busy world, especially for those of you who work either at home all day or out in the workplace and have young children. We need to give ourselves this time. And namaste. Great job, everyone. I hope you found this yoga practice both enjoyable, relaxing, and maybe even a little bit challenging for some of those muscle groups. Let me know what kind of yoga you'd like to see in the future. Hope to see you again soon. To keep up to date with the latest workouts, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click like on Facebook. Have a workout request? Send it at gosimpli.ca/contact.